Okay, I'm going to start with something which is we talk about male champions of change, and they might have a label, but I'd like to call out Adrian because actually his daughter's in this room tonight, reading a book, which is excellent. And maybe some of that even stemmed from the first conversation that Liz and Adrian and I had, which was, where does this start? And it really starts as daughters. And so I think this is a great example of a leader that's also championing change through his children. So thank you and welcome today. So for all the mothers and fathers in the room and listening, I think that's also a responsibility of all of us. I think it's so much has already been talked about, so I might just reflect on something that's personal to me. I'm one of, let me think now, 16% of women that are CEOs, and so there are not very many of us. And so I think that stretches our burden or maybe our responsibility, and it's a real joy and a delight to be here tonight, so thank you so much. But one of the things that I made a very conscious decision about when I moved into being a CEO was being very authentic and very open about fears, worries, not really being ready for the role. Quite frankly, it doesn't matter what role you're in, you often don't feel that you're ready for that. And that doesn't stop when you're a CEO, that doesn't stop when you're a board member, and that does not stop when you're a chairman. But somehow along the way, we forget to tell people that actually we're kind of constantly in this imposter syndrome. And I think with females, it's really important to hear that actually the first time I became a CEO, I was really crapping myself. Because the next time that you go for maybe a job that you don't feel that you're ready for, you know that someone that stood before you and was vulnerable and told you how they felt, maybe that just made you feel like, well, Karen did this and I can do that too. So I think diversity is everything we've talked about, but it's also about maybe more of us sharing some of our vulnerabilities, and I think that will help women step up a little bit more quickly because they often hold themselves back, and that's what we've got to change.